Hello guys, welcome back to a new video with me. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Chloe, welcome to the channel. And if you're not new, hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me again. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, comment down below, and just show support if you so choose. You don't have to, but it would be nice if you could. It would help the algorithm to find my videos and put them in your feed. So, today, as you know by the title, because I don't give anything away in the title, today I'm going to be doing a Hour of the Pumpkin Queen book review. So this is book 2. Let me just get my pen real quick. So this is book 2 in the Pumpkin Queen series. So about a year ago, I think, I made a book review on a book called Long Live the Pumpkin Queen, and that was by Shepard, I think, and that had like an orange cover, similar font, and that I think I rated a 4-star out of 5, and I read it for Halloween last year. Well, this one has been released, and this is book 2, and it's a different author, so it's by Shepard. It's purple. It's called Hour of the Pumpkin Queen. So I think that this is book 2 in that series. I'm just ticking off what I've said because I've made a review and I want to make sure that I fit everything in it. So by the fact that this is a different author, I think that book 3 will be yet a different author again. So there will be a book 3. There is no doubt about that, because of the way that this book was left. There is definitely going to be a third book, and I hope that the font, the colour, because the last one was orange and this one was purple, so I'm hoping that it might be like a green or a blue. I'm just trying to think of like Sally colours, because these books are set from like Sally's kind of viewpoint. They're not in her. They are in her point of view, but it is kind of from her viewpoint and it's her story, so it's, yeah, I would say put them in Sally colours. So the year that this was published was 2025. I think this came out in July or August of this year. I started it on the 19th of October and I finished it on the 26th of October. It's a fictional book with 312 pages, main story pages. I know on Goodreads it says that it's got like 360 pages, or I only consider the pages like the page count of the actual story and not like the acknowledgements at the back, because with the acknowledgements it would be 315, but because it's not actual main story, I consider it to just be 312 pages. And right at the beginning, I do like that it's got like this kind of artwork in it. Hold on, where is it? It's got like this kind of time. I think it's meant to be a clock kind of thing, but it's got that in the front and it's got that in the back, and I like that. That's really cool. And all of the chapters are cogs, because it's all related to clocks, this book. So overall I'm rating this book a 4. It wasn't the best, so it's probably on the low 4 scale, because it wasn't enough to bring it to a 5. I wasn't left completely shocked by it. I wasn't left really desperately wanting to find out what happens next. I just liked this book and it was readable and it followed on well from the other book. So this is a 4-star, but it's on the low 4-star scale for me. There wasn't really many other worlds that we experienced in this book compared to last book. So in this book, we only really visited Time Town, Halloween Town, and Fairyland. We didn't really go into detail about the other lands. She does go to Valentine's Town for like a second, but I don't really consider that to be much of a visit. Whereas in the last book, we visit more towns and we experience Sally and Jack staying in Valentine's Town for a long period of time. Dreamtown especially, that's also a long period of time, whereas these are just visits and they've not enough time to say that the setting has been really impacted by this. But I like how many adventures that they went on as a group, because there was Sally, there was Luna, who is one of the children from Dreamtown, and there was a dragon, which was, I think, in my opinion, a bit random, but hey ho. I think the dragon came from Time Town, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't really remember. But they have weird creatures in there, so dragons are necessary. But I like that they were able to explore Time Town a little more, and I liked how we got to see Halloween Town develop, because Sally's like, right, if you guys all come to Halloween Town, you can share our holiday and understand our holiday a bit more. One thing I didn't enjoy, though, was that there was a scene with the Tooth Fairy. Now, if you have read... Hold on. If you have read this book, you will know that the Tooth Fairy is a conflicting character. She doesn't really like Halloween Town because Halloween kind of ruins the teeth of children because of the sweets. So they kind of have a little conflict. So Sally accuses the Tooth Fairy of trying to destroy Halloween Town, and the way that she goes about it, to me, doesn't seem like a very Sally thing to do. Because if you've watched Nightmare Before Christmas, Sally is very shy, and she's very introverted, I think. And I don't think that the way that she handled that with the Tooth Fairy would actually happen as Sally's character. It doesn't seem like Sally at all. Even though she is the Pumpkin Queen, and she's trying to save her town, the way that it was handled, I don't think is very Sally. But that's just my opinion. You guys can think what you want to think about the confrontation if you've read the book, but that's just what I think. I also think that it is important that you read Long Live the Pumpkin Queen before reading this book, as you are able to understand the returning characters. So the Valentine's Day character, the Dreamtown characters, you're able to learn more about Sally's past and why it's important in this book. You can read this as a standalone, but there are references in this book that you should read the last book for to be able to understand. But it's okay if you read this as a standalone. I don't think it really matters that much, but it would be good to read the first book first so you're able to understand Sally and the characters more. But overall, I mean, I enjoyed the ending a lot, and that was where the main villain doesn't actually get revealed, and that's how we know that there'll be book 3. So we have 2 villains. We have one that does get revealed, and he kind of he apologizes and he wants to be good, which is what happens in a normal book anyway with villains. Sometimes, like, they want to be good, so they want to change their ways. Whereas there was 2 villains. One did say sorry and all of that. The second one we don't know about. Now, you can make your predictions, and it will probably be a character from Long Live the Pumpkin Queen that we've already met, or it'll be one that's already been mentioned in Hour of the Pumpkin Queen. But I don't think that the character will be somebody we haven't met. It would have to have been somebody who has been impacted in either Nightmare Before Christmas, Long Live the Pumpkin Queen, or Hour of the Pumpkin Queen. So I'm just getting a couple of names together on who I think could be the villain and why they want to sabotage Halloween Town. But aside from that, it's an overall book. Overall, it's a good book. I did enjoy it for the most part, and I do recommend this the series. It is quite fun to read into Sally's point of view and what Sally thinks and how her struggles are as being the Pumpkin Queen impact her. So yes, if you did enjoy this, please go and buy the book. Please give it a read and let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.